All right, hello class. Okay, so this is the second video that I was referring to in terms of the formatting for your MLA paper, and you need to make sure that you abide by the structure, okay? So we're going to be starting from the file, from the far left-hand side of your Word doc, and it's important to use Word doc because Microsoft Word, because you will not be able to upload your document properly, and I will not be able to embed comments into your essay. Okay, so it's important that you follow those instructions because I will tell you to resubmit it and I'll give you a 0. So if you see that, that means you did not do it properly. So please make sure you follow the instructions. Okay, do not modify. All right. So first things first. For your paper, the first thing I want you to do is to go to the font location and you're going to select. Okay, as you can see here, normally the default is this right here, but you're going to use Times New Roman. So you're going to select the drop menu, and then you're going to scroll down all the way to T for Times New Roman. Okay, and then following that, you need to make sure that you select the right font size. Okay, so I'm hovering over it, so it's important that you see that it says font size. The font size for MLA is 12. Okay, select that. So throughout the entire paper, you will have Times New Roman font 12 as your structure for your MLA paper. Okay, now we're going to still progress along towards the middle of the tab section where you have the paragraphs, the alignment, and then you keep going to this particular section here where it says line and paragraph spacing. For MLA, it needs to be double space. So we're going to select drop arrow, and then you will select number 2 for double. So throughout your entire paper, it's going to have double spacing, okay? All right, so after that, I want you to do the following, okay? You're going to go back to the tabs where it says Home, Insert, Design, Page Layout. So the second thing I want you to select is Insert, okay? And I want you to look towards your far right-hand side where it says Page Number. See that? You're going to add page numbers, and I'm going to show you a simplistic way of having to embed your last name and your page number. So you'd select the drop down, top of page, and then you would go to plain number 3 right here. It's highlighted. So you see number 1 here, but you're going to type in your last name. So I'm going to type in, as an example, my last name. You type your last name. Okay. There's always that one student that types in Miss Bentham's last name and you're not supposed to. So please pay attention. My eye is even twitching because that bothers the heck out of me. I'm like, I'm just using it as an example. But anyway, so, and notice that the font is the same. It's Times New Roman. It's, the 12 font size. So it's important that you do it from the very beginning. Okay. All right. You close the header by selecting the X. And then I want you to see how when you go to the next page, I'm going to try to go to the next page for you. See here? It says Bentham 2. So it automatically numbers the pages for you. Okay? I'm going to go back up now for the sake of time. So the next thing that we're going to do is to type out our heading. Again, a good handful of you, I should say, thus far, I'm still grading, had the proper heading. But then some of you kind of had it, but then you switched it around. Okay, you don't want to do that. So here's an example once again. You would have your name. So I'm using my name, of course, because I'm pretending as if I'm a student. Okay, and then I'm going to select Enter to go to the next line. Okay, then you're going to have, what's the next thing? Professor. Okay, Professor Bentham, or I'm sorry, let's use a different last name. I'm going to pretend as if I'm using my professor's name. So Cintrone, that's my professor for UCF right now, and I would select Enter. Okay, to go to the next line, then I'll have my class. I'm going to pretend as if she teaches ENC 0027. Voila. Okay, and then you have the date, military style, not your style, not anything else. Don't make it all creative. Just keep it the way it's supposed to be. So today's the 15th, 1/5, space October. I'm going to ignore that because I'm not using their format, 2015. There you go. Then you select enter. We're not done yet. So you're going to go back to the tabs. So I'm here now in home. Then I'm going to go across where the paragraph section is. And you see this right here? This is going to allow you to center your title. You need to have a title. A couple of you did not even have a title. That even indicated to me that you definitely did not pay attention to, the examples that I provided, even the ones from your classmates, okay? And those papers were drafts and they still had the proper heading. Okay, so a title. How to find, a date on Facebook. Just kidding. All right. Question mark. All right. And then notice how I did not capitalize the articles to a on. I just capitalized the first letter for the main words, okay, within my title. All right. Now, it's important to note that we're still on center. You need to make sure that you select enter on your keyboard, because if you do not, here's what will happen when you go back to align left for the paragraph section. You see how what happens? Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you select enter and it brings you to the next line, and then you go to align left and then it brings you to where you need to start your introduction. So do we start typing now? No. Let's rewind. We need to do what? Okay, tab. Excellent. So you tab it and then you start to type away. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of what I wanted to remark in reference to our heading. Okay, so please be aware that for this next essay, if I don't see that you have the proper structure, at least in terms of your topic sentences, your body paragraphs, your conclusion, I'm not going to grade. I'm going to give you a 0. I have no time for that. You have no time for that. Just use what I provided you. You're going to be focusing on not only the formatting of your essay, but also grammar, okay? So for the next couple of weeks, it's important to make sure that you pay close attention in terms of the grammar and also your formatting, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm still grading. I'm a little bit behind, and normally I'm up to par with my grading. It's just that I have a major exam, so I'm just using time management, or I'm just sparsing out my grading. So just, of course, be on the lookout for your grades, but I have a major exam on October 19th from like 8 o'clock until 12 o'clock, 5 hours. So I need to make sure that I pass in order to start my dissertation, okay? Because the struggle is real and I'm tired, so I need to press on. But I will be sending out your grades. So if some of you have received this thus far, and just make sure that you make your changes, and you will be able to resubmit if you have like a low score, and I will tell you the specific date for that, okay? All right, so you take care and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys. It was wonderful showing this to you.